life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.
Our next guests that are all social media sensations, all of whom have been on the popular Corner Shop web series. We have with us today Instagrammer and YouTuber Shamsi M, comedian and actor Michael Trung, and filmmaker and actor Isla Abdurrahman. But before we meet them,
yes,
let's see them in action.
Ooh. Now we do have an initiation process. If you would like to stand up. Na re baba khanyuna tumi kham faiso thumme hum faiso na re baba khanyuna tumi kham faiso re na 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 tumi kham faiso 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 na 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 tumi
Welcome to the show. Isla Abdurrahman, Michael Trung, Shamsi M. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Thanks for coming. Listen, you're not allowed to put ketchup on Bart Satharan.
So no matter how much you like us.
No matter how much you want, yeah.
Mayonnaise maybe, but not ketchup.
Yeah, not ketchup.
That was like the worst way to introduce me. I don't look professional at all now.
No, you look very professional. Look, we know all about your exploits, and Isla, let's start with you. Like, we know because we've been a friend of the show for a long time now. In fact, so you've been coming on. I remember the first time you came on was to talk about episode 4. Since then, Corner Shop's come along. You've got episode 9 coming out.
Wow.
Just around the corner. The premiere's on the 23rd of November. 22nd of November. Exciting times. How does it feel? Are you excited?
Yeah, it only took us 2 years to get this far.
5 episodes, yeah.
Hey, I was waiting 5.
Yeah.
So, no, it's very exciting. The journey's been amazing, man. That's the most memorable thing, I'd say. You know, the laughter, meeting all the supporters, all the doors that's open for us. You know, especially in an industry that's tough as this.
Of course.
And what kind of evolution have we seen since we last met? Because
I grew a beard. Yeah, just I guess you can see it in the show. It reflects on the show, the quality, the acting, the production level, stuff like that. So.
Then, Michael, I've got to ask you, man, because, you know, this show, it has a proper cult following. Like, a lot of people use that phrase, but it has a proper cult following. A lot of people know about it. Like, I was in 2 episodes of the show, and people still stop me in the street. I expect them to recognise me for stand-up or something else, or living the life. It's like, oh, you were in Corner Shop. So it's got a real cult following. Do you find that, Michael, that, you know, sometimes, like, people, when they meet you, they don't meet you as Michael, they meet you as Tony Chang?
Yeah, I mean...
they think that's his real name.
I used to call him Tony as well.
Guys, you're not helping. Seriously. No, it does happen. It is true, though. But people see me as Tony, and I think they get really shocked that I speak English, like, with an English accent.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, so
One
this is
guy
awkward.
actually met him, and he said to me, "Oh, Assalamu alaikum, brother, love your work." We went to him, "It's nice to meet you." And he was like, "Oh, cheers, mate."
Thanks,
He's like,
mate. It just took him a few seconds to process, I'm sure.
I know. Now, Shamsi, of course, you're an Instagrammer and YouTuber, and you're featuring in episode 9.
Yes, I am.
How did you find that experience working with these fine gentlemen?
Terrible.
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 There's a recurring theme whenever we have a new person. No,
No, they're really hardworking, and you don't actually know how much hard work goes into the episodes until you are behind the scene. And, you know, it's just, they're so lovely, both of them. It's just like a brother to me.
And do tell me, because last time you brought your screened mother.
Yes.
So
No.
please tell me you haven't got some kind of senior role like that.
No, she plays an annoying receptionist.
Annoying receptionist.
Annoying receptionist.
Heck of a way
On
to
work
make
experience.
a debut in the show. Now, Shamsi, I've got to ask you, right, obviously you've got a very strong following of your own. You've been Instagramming for a long time.
Yeah.
You have something like, is it 80,000 Instagram?
Something like that.
Something like 80,000 Instagram followers. How many do you have, Asa?
I don't even have an Instagram.
When you
It's
make
probably
one, let
good.
me know. I'll give you a shout out.
I'll do
There
that.
we
I'll
go.
do that.
So how do we do it? So tell us, if like Basit, I'm asking for a friend. If somebody wants more Instagram followers, how does one do it? How do you make a good Instagram video? That's what I want to ask.
Yeah, tell us.
You know what? It's taken me so long to actually get the grasp of like making Instagram videos. Isla always tells me, because now that I've got into this routine of talking really fast, it's only 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So when you're like I'm literally holding my phone like this, and for 15 seconds I just have to talk without even stumbling on a word because I have to get everything out. But you know, you get into this routine and you have to understand what your followers like, what they want to watch. You know, constantly engage with them, and you know, just put out a meaningful message through the videos and everything.
Yeah.
Are you
There we go.
Instagramming as we
There we
speak?
go. Instagram.
And you know, I'm going to ask a
There we
very
go.
silly question here.
Instagram.
What is Instagram? I mean,
You're on it now, I
I
think.
know FaceTube and YouBook, but I don't know what Instagram is. You know,
He
it's
just chats Snap, don't worry. He chats Snap on his scope, Eric. This is cool. I mean, there's so many things. This is different. Back in the day, when you wanted to be an actor, you wanted to make a television show, you'd have to go through the old channels. You know, you have to go to the channels, you have to try and get a production company to commission it, try and find a budget, go through this process. But because of all these digital formats like Instagram and YouTube, people can put out really strong content. And people do put out content all the time. But your content, in my opinion anyway, it kind of differs from the regular stuff because of the production value and the actual content itself, which is why it takes such a long time to put out. Is it difficult to spend that much time working on something when obviously you're trying to do other things and trying to keep your head above water?
You know, a lot of people don't actually understand because we get a lot of comments saying, "Where's episode 9? Where's episode 9?" I'm like, I do have an other life outside of this. It is difficult. I mean, worst thing is availability. You can imagine working with loads of different creative people. Everyone has to be free on the same time. Everyone's got a part-time job, other commitments, and then when you're on set, literally the smallest thing that you can think of, like a plane going across in the sky, you can hear it in the sound. We have to wait for the plane to go, and then we have to. It's difficult, but when you watch the end product, you just forget about all of it and it's worth it.
Well, actually, before we talk about what makes good videos on the internet, we've got a trailer for the next episode. Do you want to introduce the trailer for us?
Yes, which camera? are we
No,
looking
to
at?
me. Tell me
to
about
you.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. You? Oh, yeah, sure. So episode 9 is the start of the finale. We're going for this cinematic film look. It kicks off the finale. So episode 10's coming out. But what we're doing is we're trying to crowdfund for episode 10. So obviously we've been filming this with no budget. So now we want to kind of raise the money and
Do episode 10 as like a feature?
yeah, like a feature. Yeah.
That's exciting, man. That's exciting. Well, I'm excited to see this. Are you excited?
I really want to see this.
Let's see it. Episode 9. We're going to see the trailer now.
1 year. One whole year I've been running this corner shop. And for the first time, something's gone wrong and I don't know what to do.
And that's why I need your help. I don't know who else I can trust.
And what does it have to do with us?
It's like we're just gonna have to put our beef to the side, Malik.
But you're gonna need the luck of the Irish.
My delivery got robbed. I need some help.
Bridging the hood just ain't the same anymore, man.
Yeah, hello, boss, it's Dan. Yeah, everything's going according to plan.
Don't worry. We will find out what happened. And what if we don't?
I know someone who can help.
I've been drawn in. I want to see more.
Yeah.
What happens next?
It's quite-
Does it close down? Do they get the money?
Do
What's
they get the
going on?
money? What's going on? It felt really serious,
It
didn't
did,
it?
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know.
It's like, and it felt, I see what they said, they mean about the cinematic, because you really feel like, this summer,
This
coming to
summer.
a cinema near you.
I was going to do that voice.
Yeah.
I was going to do that voice, but you know.
That's very cool. So obviously, you know, it does sound like, you know, it's a storytelling device, isn't it? The third act of any kind of story. And of course, Samra, you know this because you know you're somebody who works with a written format as well. The third act is very much where the drama sometimes evolves, isn't it?
It's true. I mean, you've got to be able to get the content right, to get the story right, and to capture the audience imagination as well.
Yeah, most definitely. And that's kind of what you guys have done with this third act. What's going to come after this episode?
Well, we definitely want to crowdfund for episode 10. Episode 9, this is just to show what we can do without a budget. So imagine what we could do with a budget. After the series is over, I mean, we're praying for season 2, but Allahu Alam, innit? But
So
we are
the 9 seasons or 9 episodes that you've produced, I'm assuming they've all been produced with next to no budget.
literally nothing. Sometimes we don't even eat. Michael started fasting.
I used to be 20 stone. I never used to look this good. Thank you.
Maybe I should join your cast. Then. That could be the solution.
That's the subtlest way ever, Martin. That was so subtle. Listen, you have to get the man involved. You have to. You honestly do. Now, Shamsi, obviously, you've become a part of the team. You know, you've got a chance to. Can we get an insight into the role that you're playing in the episode? A little peek.
No spoilers.
should
Go
we-
no, go for it. Go for it.
What do I say? My lines. I already forgot my lines.
I mean, you don't do the old computer said no. That's not one of those type
There's
concepts,
this
is
one
it?
bit when they come in and they're asking me a question and they're like, "Can we see, the police officers?" And I'm like, "Okay, let me just put you on hold." And I literally just sit back and I'm just like,
For ages.
for ages.
Wow.
And it looked like Isla was actually getting really annoyed. Not in his character, but actually getting really annoyed because I kept on doing that after as well.
We've had some comedians here, so let's see the comedians do some sketches. Over to you, Isla, Michael, and Shamsi.
I really like noodles, the way noodles taste.
I feel for Billy.
Oh, like.
Nice.
Hello guys, welcome to the show that has no name. Today we have Shamsi M and Michael Chung about to compete for an exclusive VIP ticket for the Corner Shop premiere. Now guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
First question, why did the camel cross the road?
To get to the other side.
To sacrifice itself for Kobani.
Yes, Michael, that's the one.
Yes.
Right, next question. If we count sheep to sleep, what do the sheep count?
That makes no sense.
Shepherds.
Yes, Michael, you're amazing. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Right, final question. Finish the sentence. Lights, camera.
Action.
Electricity bill.
Yes, Michael, you have won yourself tickets to the premiere of Corner Shop episode 9 on the 22nd of November. Make sure you purchase tickets if you haven't got any. Are we done?
That is brilliant.
Living the life.